What's the best part about this time of year? This time of year being fall. Weather's getting cooler.
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice. Lattes are coming out.
Pumpkins and spice and everything nice.
Pumpkins and spice and everything nice. And I call them this. I have a question for you too. I call them pumpkin patches.
Yeah.
Like we're heading to the pumpkin patch. Is that?
Yeah, it's a pumpkin.
Is that
patch.
normal?
I would call it a pumpkin patch.
Pumpkin patch.
It's not a pumpkin activity farm.
A pumpkin activity farm.
Pumpernickel.
So this time of year, it's like, I think everyone does it too. I hope everyone does it. They get the whole family together. They get everyone dressed up. I mean, it's like 90 degrees today, but you know, you put on your fall clothes and head to the pumpkin patch to do tons of activities. Pick out some pumpkins for carving or for decoration, because you love doing like the porch, you know, with all the pumpkins and the mums.
Yeah.
So what's cool is that's exactly where we're going today.
I'm so excited.
Toboggan.
Grab your toboggan.
We're heading to Western Belle Farm in the town of West Texas.
West Texas.
Home of the kolaches. Is it home of the kolaches? I think it's home of the kolaches.
Well known for their kolaches.
If you don't know what a kolache is, maybe just Google it. The Western Belle Farm in the town of West. I can't wait. They have tons of activities. I can't wait to show the folks just all the activities they have. And what's awesome is it's probably the closest one to Waco. Right? Don't you think? Like an actual like pumpkin patch where you can visit.
There's the one in Temple, and then there's other like small church ones. But like as far as like activities and
what else?
Like the whole experience.
Photo ops.
Yes.
Because that's what it's all about, right? The photo ops.
Yep. Get that picture for your Christmas card.
There you go.
We have the whole family loaded up.
Ready for that photo op.
Everybody's going to test out every single attraction. And we will take advantage of some photo ops.
Okay, today we're here at Western Belle Farm. I'm here with Taylor, the owner. Taylor, tell me just a little bit about yourself, your family, and kind of briefly what's going on here, like how this all came about.
Absolutely. So my name is Taylor Huffman, and my husband Brandon and I own Western Belle Farm. We actually are originally from Maryland. And in 2021, we sold all 5 of our farms and our pumpkin patch business there and moved ourselves here to the Central Texas area. So what's funny is when we moved to the small town here of West, almost every time we would tell people, oh, we're not originally from here. So how'd you find West? And everyone wants to know how these Maryland kids ended up here. So we basically needed a big life change for our family. We were truthfully farming a lot. We had our pumpkin patch business. We just had too much on our plates, and we wanted more quality time with our kids. And we love Central Texas. We love the people here, the sense of community, and y'all have a lot of great food. So we just decided, you know what, life's really short. We're gonna make some big drastic changes, and we sold everything and decided to start over.
That's awesome. That's huge. And I think you're referring to kolaches? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, they are delicious.
We have to ask then, are you a fruit kolache or a meat kolache person?
Well, so if you asked my husband, he's a meat kolache. I am actually more of the fruit.
The fruit ones?
Yeah, truthfully, and the apple to be specific.
Yeah. So your family was in the pumpkin patch business up in Maryland, and you moved down here to kind of start one here in West Texas. How long have you been doing this here in West?
Sure. So this is our first year, technically. We moved here in November of last year, 2021. And we started this past spring in May with a sunflower festival. And then we opened up this fall for our pumpkin festival. So this is our first year and our first annual pumpkin festival.
That's awesome. And we're going to take a look around too, and it looks amazing. Being your first year doing this here with, I'm sure, different climate, different environment, just how's everything going?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we knew it would be different to move yourself 22 hours across the country. Farming is farming, but this is definitely a totally different climate. We have actually had quite the year. We moved down here at a terrible time with a record drought and some record heat. Truthfully, you can't really grow anything when it's this bad. So we've learned a lot of lessons. We learned the value of water, and in the example of our pumpkins, we had them irrigated off of our tank, which then ran basically dry. So we had to turn that off in the end of July, and our plants that were beautiful ended up burning up. So we had to purchase pumpkins. That's something that has financially been hard on us. Our first load, we actually lost half of it when we got that 100-degree heat wave the end of September.
From them being out just in the heat? Being
out in the sun and the heat. Yep, we learned a valuable lesson on shade. So the next week we added a shade cloth and we ordered another truckload of pumpkins. So we're learning a lot. We're kind of adjusting, but we're learning that Texas brings a whole new set of challenges to farming.
But that, I mean, I love that because that keeps you light on your feet. You're always learning, and I feel like a lot of people would just see that and give up. You know, it's too hot, it's too dry, and just give up. But you guys are just adapting and overcoming with the shade cloth.
I'll tell you what keeps us going, truthfully. We've lost a lot in crops. It's really hurt our optimism. We loved growing pumpkins, and to have to buy them this year was really hard. But it's the community. We've had an amazing support from the community. We've been very open that we're not local, that we're new, and they've still showed up. They've still supported us, and that's exactly why we moved here. We knew the people here that would surround us would support us, and we wanted to raise our kids here.
That's awesome. And I will tell you, if we can look at the silver lining around this cloud, it's like you said, it's record heat.
Yeah.
This wasn't normal. We usually get rain all summer, and I think this year it'll probably be your hardest year, but it'll just make you stronger for the seasons to come, and I'm sure you'll be here for many, many years.
We hope to be. We hope to be that annual tradition for families, and so much so we actually created a passport for families that kind of makes them a Western Belle VIP, gives them the discount every year. We give them a Polaroid family photo to put in, and we stamp it every season. So it's kind of like a memory book that we came up with.
That's cool. So Taylor, there's a ton here, and we're going to walk around and kind of show everyone what's going on here. But can you give me just a brief overview of, I'm a family from Waco, I'm coming here, what am I going to look forward to? What am I going to do while we're here?
So Western Belle Farm is a festival farm. We open up seasonally depending on what our crop focus is. So we did sunflowers this spring and we did pumpkins this fall. On top of the crops that we also have all kinds of activities for all ages. We have mini zip lines, we have slides, farm animals, hay rides. This fall we have a pumpkin cannon and an apple cannons. The pumpkin cannon though is fun. That's what gets the adults out to the pumpkin patch. You get to actually aim it, and then you have to fire it, and it shoots the pumpkin at like 70 miles per hour towards a giant metal robot that we built. So we have all kinds of things for all ages. I went all out on pumpkin photo ops for this fall. We're always adding new things, so our next festival will have even more activities. So yeah, we're just a place for families and people to gather and have fun.
And that is one of the things that I picked up on just for the short amount of time that when we came in was the amount of photo ops where you've got different backdrops or the truck out front, the big mural on the wall. How the pumpkins are all set up looks amazing.
Thank you.
I can't wait to walk around and check it out. So how can the folks watching this, how can they find out more about your farm or just more about what's going on here?
Sure. So if you do a Google search of Western Belle Farm, I keep that updated. We also have a website, westernbellefarm.com, and we're on Facebook and Instagram. Those I would say I really update. I'm doing stories every day of different things we do here at the farm and keeping you all updated on events going on. So follow us on social media, go to our website. Our pumpkin festival season is currently going and it ends on November 6th. We're open on Fridays from 1 to 6, Saturdays from 10 to 6, and Sundays 12 to 6.
So get out here. You only have, I don't even know how many
weekends.
5 weekends left to get out here. After November 6th, I'm sure you're going to take a few weeks off, kick your feet up. But what else throughout the year and into next year, like what else do you have kind of planned out for that?
Sure. So we get a lot of questions about Christmas. We do not have plans of doing Christmas at the farm, but we're definitely planning for next spring. We were going to do a Bluebonnet Festival, but you need to be planting right now, and this drought is still dragging on. Yeah. So I don't think we're going to risk it and lose even more crops. I think we're going to play it safe and just go with the flower festival in the spring.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Ready?
Yep. Okay, we've been running around. I'm about out of breath. We've been doing zip lines, tug of war. We're sitting here waiting for the jump mat? What?
The jump pillow.
The jump pillow to fill up. And I just want to kind of ask you, like, what's something that's just that you found rewarding over the last, several weeks that you've had the farm open to the public?
Absolutely. I would say really it's just the feedback that we're getting that kind of validates all the hard work that we've put into the farm, about how much fun people have had. We've had a couple field trips and the kids, this was the best day ever.
That's
and
so awesome.
That just makes your heart happy. So yeah, I would say that it's just the customers' reactions and experience at the farm.
And I think our kids could attest to that. All three of them are just out of breath. I'm out of breath. We've been having so much fun here. Again, thank you so much for allowing us to come out here and just touring your farm. And thank you.
Thank you guys for coming out.
Look at that light coming in. So pretty. The best thing about this time of year has to be
I just saw a sign that said Jersey milk for sale.
raw milk.
You know how I feel about Jersey milk.
It's the best milk.
Sorry to interrupt.
But so we're heading there, heading to Western Belle. I'm a construction worker looking at me like, what is this guy doing? We're just here vlogging.
Just vlogging.
So hopefully there's some corn.
Corn! It's got the juice. Oh,
Ransom, what's been your favorite part
this goes and these.
These goats
And these moo.
and those moo-moos. You can pet them.
No.